Hey, how's it going, guys? It's James Anderson from JDA Solutions coming to you guys really quickly because I want to share a tidbit of information to people that might be out there trying to build their business, whether it be online, offline, or what have you. One of the things that people got to have is an extremist mentality. You got to come into the aspect that you got to do well above average actions in order to get the results that you're looking for. One of the things that individuals usually have a problem with, especially in our field and our industry, is that they have a problem with walking up and talking to people and communicating with people and literally prospecting. And one of the biggest things that I see people kind of struggle with is just having an extremist mentality. Now, what I mean by extremist, I don't mean to say like anything negative or anything crazy. But an extremist mentality is one that a person is going to say, okay, I got to do this. This is my daily method of operations. This is what I actually have to do. So, for example, one of my things that I try to do and I try to institute in the team is say, hey, look, get 3 contacts a day. Okay? If you get 3 contacts a day on a regular basis, even if you take the weekends off, you're roughly looking at about 60 people per month that you can potentially call on and have meetings with. Well, the things I see people do is that they get this run-of-the-mill thing where, they say, okay, well, it's just 3, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that serious. I'll pick it up on the back burner, and then tomorrow never comes, and then the day after never comes, and then that day after never comes. The next thing you know, you done wasted a whole week. So the things that people really have to understand is that you got to be have an extreme attitude, meaning that you can't accept average. If that was your goal and what you had to do, then you needed to go out there and do it. I only can practice what I actually tell people to do and what I actually suggest people to do, and I do it within my action. There's been many times that teammates have been out with me and they see me approach people, they see me grab cards, give information, whatever have you. And if I'm telling a person to, it might be in their best interest to maybe go get just 3 contacts a day, then I have to be doing it myself. See, here's the thing. I look for the extreme. I go beyond that. Yes, I go get my 3, and if I have a really busy day and I'm tied up and I'm working with the team and I'm doing a lot of stuff like that, and I really, didn't capitalize upon my time correctly, which we all do. I almost feel guilty. I almost feel upset if I don't go out and do what I suggest other people to do. So I make sure I do that. I make sure every day I do my daily method of operation, touch bases with people, do what I'm supposed to do to build my business, because my success is only dependent on what I'm going to do. I had this mantra that I adopted from one of Grant Cardone's books, and that says that you're responsible for everything that happens to you. Nothing happens to you; it happens because of you. So you're responsible for everything that happened to you because it happened because of you. A lot of people say, well, I was late to this particular place because traffic was backed up. Well, you should have left out earlier. Oh, because I stayed up all last night and I didn't get to wake up in the morning. I didn't make it to my meeting on time. Well, you should have went to bed earlier. Those are the things that people really have to think about. So when I tie that into a success, that's an extremist over above average mentality. It's extreme because most people do not think like that. I want to go 100% plus and beyond. My wife would tell you when I was actually in college, I would get like 100% on the test, and I would be upset because she was like, "Well, you got an A." I'm like, "Well, I wanted to get the 110 because I wanted to get the extra question at the end that I didn't get." Have an above average mentality. Don't be at average. Be extreme with what you want to do. Raise the level as far as what you think that you can accomplish, and push yourself beyond those limits. When you look at any type of Olympic athlete, they push themselves extreme beyond, and people that's sitting there looking at these feats that they accomplish, it's like, wow, how did you really do that? It's all about the mentality, guys. So when you tie that into business and what you're doing in your business and how you can do things better, you got to believe that you can go above and beyond, that you can be above average, that you can actually adopt that extreme mentality. And yes, when you adopt the extreme mentality, some people are going to look at you like you're crazy, but that's the great thing. Think about all the great people in the world that you know of. At some point, somebody called them crazy. So guys, I want to leave you with that.